What up, young buck?
What's going on? This is Ghost Marvin talking to y'all from the flesh.
Hey, where's Squawk? Anybody know? I can't find it.
I'm right here. I just wanted to
Oh,
read my background. Welcome to Thread the Needle.
thread the needle.
It's good to see y'all again, even though we can't really see y'all. Y'all can see us. So it's good for y'all to see us again. It's been a cool little week. Took a little break, but we back with a special episode. Today we talking strictly NBA off season. Anything draft. We had a couple of woes bombs already, shams bombs. Look at Jarren.
Splash.
Uh, man, let's just get
Hey
into it.
man,
So Corey, you got the bomb of
super.
the day so far. You
Hold
know
on,
what I
hold on,
mean?
hold on. Super duper exciting week. Today trades have started.
Yeah,
Wednesday we got the draft. Friday is signings.
yeah.
So big week. Might even I ain't even talked to them about this. I want to say might even do a reaction right after the draft.
Hey,
Wednesday
let's
night.
do it. Let's do it. Live reaction.
That's 100% on y'all.
Let us know.
No, I don't know about that. I gotta work. But
Oh.
might react might react after. Boom.
We'll just say it's a live
Y'all
reaction.
y'all let us know.
Sure.
But yeah, we can go and get started. I just want to say that.
All right, Corey, go ahead and talk about it, man.
Kick us off. And well, are we gonna do the rumors or trades? Trades first?
Yeah, I didn't know.
I mean, yeah, we can talk a little rumors first. We can go rumors first. We can go
Alright,
into
go
the rumors.
rumors. We go
We can go into the
alphabetical
rumors
order.
first. All right. So, what y'all got? What rumors y'all done heard so far?
Okay, let me go.
Go
Because
ahead.
it's kind of a two-parter. It was rumored that the Lakers wanted in on DeMar, and it's kind of a thing now that DeMar DeRozan has opted into his contract. Now it's like a tradable contract. They talking about Kuzma being the face of it on the Laker end, and I can see it working for Pop. I mean, Pop getting younger. I can see him flipping Kuzma into something. Just keep on gathering a bunch of players that's gonna fit that 10 deep system. But we're gonna see what it do. Like I said, DeMar just opted into his 22 mil, and it just kind of opened up the door for the Laker trade to actually be a possibility.
Yeah.
Do you
But
think DeMar could work with Brian? That's probably kind of one of the
Yeah.
it,
I
probably
was.
one of the only player like that Brian to play with, besides like the ISO type.
Yeah. I read. I think it does kind of shrink the floor, but I think somehow they're gonna make it work.
yeah,
Somehow.
Yeah, that's the goal we're
everyone's
talking about.
everyone seems to work with LeBron. Let's be honest. Everyone
Okay.
seems to work.
To be honest, he might not play as often. Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Because the only
definitely.
player he had that ISO like that at that caliber was like Kyrie, and Kyrie has like arguably the best handle ever. So that's kind of different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, people really sleep on DeRozan though, man. Like
Yeah,
just because he went to the Spurs, the Spurs are not really nationally televised. People don't really watch the games. They are, the Spurs always had that moniker of being boring, so
hmm
nobody really watches Spurs games. But this man is still like that.
but it's like
He
he's still
he's
like that. But the way he is like that, it's like
yeah
that mid range first
yeah
slashing. He kind of getting too old, a little
yeah
old. And then I mean, I'm probably gonna catch flack for this, but his he doesn't have the best mental record. People playing with LeBron, they gotta be they gotta be right.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean that's true though.
Yeah,
That's true because you're gonna get a lot of the blame.
yeah.
So,
But
but
I
it's a
guess I'll go
lot.
next. James Harden. There's a lot of rumors with him. James Harden to the Sixers. James Harden to the Nets. Honestly, I'd rather see him on the Nets because that would just be so beautiful to see him and KD reunite with a point guard, Kyrie. A lot of people say it's not going to work, but I honestly feel like it's going to work, or it could work. Um, they do have KD. I think he's the best scorer ever. KD is good. Obviously, it's up in the air between like who's going to get it between Kyrie and James Harden, but
Carbon
I feel like Harden
monoxide.
can play a little bit off ball. Most of that was Mike D'Antoni's offense that allowed him to dribble 20 seconds into the shot clock. He really had nobody else either. had like an Eric Gordon, uh, Trevor Ariza. But this final year, he finally had Westbrook. Kind of still didn't work out. But I don't think Westbrook is this type of player to play with or whatever. He needs more shooting on the outside. But I think they'd be good, man. Especially with Steve Nash coaching. He respects Steve Nash. Steve Nash got a little vision, so I think they should be straight, man.
Yep. Like I said, I think the hard that's gonna happen. My theory trade package. I was talking about it in our group. Dinwiddie, Levert, Allen, or two or three first round draft picks. I'm
Mm-hmm.
guessing 22 on. I guess because apparently like the Thunder did some up. I seen Wolves tweet something about why they chose 22, so I guess they'll do that also. So I think they really gonna go get Harden. I really think that's the thing. It's pretty exciting to see. I'm gonna talk about more why I think it's gonna work later when we get into trades.
Yeah.
What?
My personal opinion on it, I feel like he would fit better with the 76ers just because Ben Simmons is a pass first guy. And then I think him and Joel Embiid in the pick and roll, pick and pop, whatever, that's deadly. Like who can you stop with James Harden and Joel Embiid? Like that, I think that would benefit Harden a lot more than playing with the Nets. The thing with the Nets, I mean, KD obviously can play off ball, play with Steph Curry, so you don't have to worry about KD. But Kyrie and Harden is, I just don't, I can't get with that because one of them is gonna have to be the number one scorer, and the other one is not gonna be happy about it. Let's be real, like if they defer to Kyrie to be the number one scorer, we're seeing how that happened. I'm not a salty, bitter Celtics fan, but we're seeing how that happened with the Celtics. He's not a number
But
one. Let's put that to rest.
mhm.
Harden can be a number one, so that means Kyrie would have to be ready to be the number three option. And if he can do that, they
Okay.
can work. But if he can't do that, they won't work.
I feel like with that team, it's definitely a team with three superstars, three all stars like that, of that caliber at least, is definitely gonna be who's on tonight. They picks the number one, number two, number three scores on a nightly basis.
Yeah,
They're probably not gonna be on the same level like when KD went to the Warriors, but it's kind of like the same thing. Like you don't know who's gonna lead the scoring. Is it gonna be Curry, Clay, KD? Like a lot of these players, because KD really like KD as he got older, like he's not really trying to he's trying to play within the flow of the game. He's trying to change his game up. So
yeah,
it should be like that. And then your point with the Sixers, I definitely agree. Harden has played with a lot of big men who can't shoot, like Clint Capella, Dwight Howard, and it obviously didn't work. So to have a big that's dominant in the paint and outside shooting, I think it could work pretty well. But they
yeah.
would have to get rid of Ben Simmons, I would think. Is that what you were insinuating?
I mean, maybe not. Maybe
Yeah,
you
he
give
definitely
up.
the face of the package.
I
Yeah, you definitely
mean,
got to get.
probably. I was thinking maybe they could get away with some Matisse being the face. I
No,
don't know,
now we
Matisse. I
talking.
don't
Now
know.
you got to think about the money
I
Harden
mean,
want.
yeah, money too.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't
Money
factor
is
money.
involved.
I didn't factor
And
money. Yeah.
I mean, we're talking Al Horford, Tobias,
I
and they
mean,
don't
but
want that.
still,
So you want.
I still believe. Okay, if Ben Simmons is the face of that trade, I still like that
Yeah, yeah.
with
It
him and
still be
Embiid.
good though. It probably
Yeah,
even better if Ben Simmons don't play
yeah,
with them.
yeah. That's facts. All right, so my rumor, I got Harden's well, not former yet, but it's looking like former running mate Russell Westbrook. Uh, he requested the trade first. I'm like lost on his value because it's like a lot of teams have their point guard now. Like the Suns just got Chris Paul, so that's off the table. The Clippers still need a point guard, but I don't really like the fit with the Clippers because I feel like with Russ, he needs to he said himself he wants to be the floor general, so that means he needs the ball in his hands, and you need shooters around Russ because Russ is attacking the paint, and Paul George and Russ. I mean, they kind of work, but they didn't work at the same time. And then Kawhi is having to play spaced out, which is cool, but it ain't. It's not appeasing. So I don't really know what Russ's like stock is right now because he's look like 30, 31. He's up there, getting up there in age a little bit, and
Ain't
I don't
changed his
know.
game a bit.
Ain't changed his
Ain't
game.
changed his IQ a bit.
Yeah. So it's like weird just trying to see what his trade value is. I don't know what the Rockets could get for him. I don't know who's interested in him. Really?
I saw it's definitely the teams that are not as good,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
The Knicks,
Knicks,
I seen
Charlotte
that.
Hornets.
Charlotte.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we're not gonna see Westbrook on no contender. We're just gonna see him back dropping triple doubles again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like Russ. I'm not gonna say he doesn't want to win the ship because I don't think any NBA player does not want to win the ship,
Yeah.
but I feel like he's content with just getting his stats and just calling it a career, and he's
Because
gonna be
like
a Hall of Famer
Westbrook,
regardless.
yeah,
So,
Westbrook has been on so many teams.
mhm,
Like they're expected to win the ship, but everybody know like, bro, y'all not gonna win the ship, and that kind of messes with it. Like OKC with PG and Russ, like, bro, you're not gonna win the ship.
facts.
Rockets with Harden, Russ, small ball, like, bro, you're not gonna win the ship. So like, it's they got a lot of they got these timetables. That's why Harden really got to get out of Houston because they these players and these teams they got these timetables. Y'all know you get older, you're not gonna be the same. So
Hmm.
you gotta go. Sometimes you can't win by yourself. You gotta go find the super team.
Yeah.
yeah.
James, you got something else?
Westbrook. I mean, y'all ain't nothing else. I mean, I'm
Corey.
excited to see where he go.
Mm-mm.
But
All right, so let's get into the Woes bomb. Literally, like 5 minutes before we recorded this. Go ahead, Corey. You see his background.
You see
The
Lou
new
Dort,
face of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
but yeah, I really like our team. I liked our team last year. I'm not sad that CP3 is gone. I rather it be I rather us get players back that I actually like as opposed to send them to the Knicks and get like Kevin Knox. I hate Kevin Knox. But I'm actually getting players that I like. I love Jalen LeCue. Even though he's probably not gonna play, I just love players. I'm starting the Jalen LeCue hype train right now. I love Jalen LeCue, even though he might not even play. I love Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio, he's not a CP3, but there's still a player that I would love Shea to learn behind.
Close.
Um, Kelly Oubre, we kind of need that forward spot filled out. Ricky Rubio could probably come in and fill in Dennis Schroeder's role. Probably not as well. I like Dennis Schroeder because we're probably gonna move. Well, we did move him, but somebody could pop in Dennis Schroeder's role. Lou Dort's gonna have to evolve. Darius Baisley. We got a new head coach. His last name I'll be failing to pronounce it, so y'all boys know. But he's a very good at developing younger players. He was our G League coach. So yeah, we should be good. And the Suns, I feel like long term we won, but the Suns they should that's pretty going that's gonna help them because
Yeah.
going 8-0 in the bubble, they pretty much got the same team. They're missing Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre is a really big piece in that. Wait, no, he didn't play. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
yeah,
he didn't play.
now with
Kelly
the
Oubre didn't play.
Suns, if
I
I'm the
mean,
Suns, what I would do is double up. Since you kept your 21st pick, Chris Paul is there. Draft a point guard.
I was literally gonna say that. I said they still get a point guard at 10. I think they get Kira Lewis, but we'll talk about that. I think they get Kira Lewis, but yeah, I said the same thing. I think them keeping 10, they're definitely getting a point guard at 10 to have Chris Paul mentor him, and that's I agree with
But
that.
y'all definitely gonna have to get a big with that second pick. Somebody like my sleeper, because we taking Aaron Bangs off your hands. So
Celtics are getting Aaron Banks.
mhm.
That's confirmed. But yeah, the Suns definitely won the trade in the short term. Getting Chris Paul to go along with Book will be
And
tremendous.
Abdul Nader.
And yeah, okay, Abdul Nader. Yeah.
Hey,
I love
hey.
Abdul, bro. I really hate how Billy was not playing that man. I love Abdul.
Well, that is my guy now. Don't be out
Yeah,
here.
that's yeah, and Gabriel Yabusele is also your guy.
And I eat that.
Yeah, eat that. Anyways, yeah, Chris Paul with DeAndre Ayton too is also a nice combo. I think DeAndre Ayton will kind of be used like a DeAndre Jordan, but more obviously more skill on the offensive end. But he could be used like a DeAndre Ayton with Chris Paul back in Live City days. And yeah, I mean, but OKC definitely won in the long run. Getting Kelly Oubre would be nice. He
We're
really
just getting
fits with y'all
younger,
team.
keeping our
Yeah,
picks. Getting we're definitely gonna move to Nilo. I see us moving to Nilo soon. for some more younger players. So we're gonna be good.
Tanking for Chet Holmgren.
But we're not
Does
gonna be tanking though.
does
That's the best defender in the NBA.
does Carson Edwards entice you?
No, not one bit.
What about Shemi
You're calling.
Ojale?
Well, how about this? Instead of tanking, just barely losing for Chet Holmgren.
I don't want that man.
What?
Hey.
I don't like him. I mean, he's
You
alright.
don't.
He's too skinny for me. I don't want that. That skinniness ain't going away. I know how that is.
Man, all them players was looking skinny though. Like
Not like that.
all of them. Yeah, he was looking extremely thin though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking
He
extremely
good though.
buck
He
like.
had it. He good.
Looking
He good though.
extremely
I
buck
wouldn't even be
like.
mad if we got him. That's just not the man I want. Give me Imani Bates,
Hey
the
man.
next KD,
You don't want that.
Mikey Williams.
You don't want that. Imani Bates going to the Celtics.
No
Mikey
sir.
Williams going to the Seas.
Give me Imani. We got
Mm.
35 waiting for you, Imani.
Ooh.
All right, 34. 34. You got
I'm gonna say, I don't know, man.
it. Go ahead, 35.
Imani, forget all that. You know you want to look good in that
Hey.
76.
But why we
No, you would have rocked that 76, baby. Come on.
It's funny, man. But I guess while we on the draft, might as well get into the draft.
Oh, whoa. I ain't do my trade.
Oh, you had a trade? I had a
Mhm.
trade.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Bruce Brown got traded to the Nets. Real quick. Going with my theory of Dinwiddie, Allen, and Levert, I think Bruce Brown gonna have to take over that small forward role, and he gonna be the primary defender on whoever the guard is with a Kyrie Harden backcourt. So I think he gonna have a pivotal role that not a lot of people gonna talk about, as in the trade happening today. But when the season gets down in the playoffs, if the hard stuff eventually happens, he's gonna have a massive role on the team.
Because like you said, if they really are getting hardened, they're gonna have to get rid of a lot of people like Karras,
Mhm.
LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie. So a team definitely will not be as all around as it once was if they
Yeah.
get hardened.
Yeah.
Harris, they probably gonna have to resign Joe Harris though.
Mhm.
But anyways, that was really it. I mean, I just wanted to go get into the Bruce Brown thing, let you know how massive I think it's
Marvin,
role.
what's your trade?
I mean, I had the Schroeder to the Lakers, but you kind of touched on that. I mean, it
Oh
is
no,
what
we
it
really
is.
didn't touch on that for real though.
It's a good move for the Lakers, but they also gave up their only respectable shooter and Danny Green. So I mean, they're obviously gonna have to go get someone to replace him or someone's because they need more shooting. They were one of the worst shooting teams in the league basically.
Yeah.
So them
It's the
giving up
worst.
Danny Green,
Yeah.
I don't. It's all
And
right.
Kentavious is talking about walking, so
Yeah,
Yeah, a
Kentavious
lot
might
of these players
walk.
like
So
Rondo gave up. He's talking about walking too. A lot of these
mm,
players are, and I like Dennis Schroeder, especially if Rondo leave. I feel like Schroeder is just Rondo, like, but more scoring wise instead of passing wise.
yeah,
So they should be pretty straight. He's a pretty good scorer. I'm gonna miss Dennis, bro. I love the way Dennis plays.
yeah. Dennis definitely about to get a lot more spotlight now that he's in LA because I already seeing him getting a lot more love on social media than what he usually has been getting. And the trade just happened like 2 days ago, so it it's gonna be nice to see him with LA, see how he flourished with LeBron and AD. But yeah, I mean that was pretty much my trade, really.
but the main event of Thread the Needle today.
Mm. Tell them about it.
The 2020 NBA draft.
Yes, sir. You see my background. You see Jarren background. You see Corey background. Everybody got sleepers. So let's go ahead and get into them.
Jan
Well,
definitely has
We
the
ain't doing
opposite of a
sleepers
sleeper.
first.
oh, nah, I'm saying I was talking about yours.
Oh, okay, okay.
Lou Dort was a
We
sleeper.
doing
Me and Marvin
sleepers
got sleepers.
first.
All right.
All right, let's go. All right, so I guess we can just do our two favorite prospects first. So who want to go first? I can go first.
Yeah, go first because I don't want to.
All right, so obviously my number one favorite prospect, as you can see, hopefully the Celtics get him. Yeka Okongwu. I'm still kind of struggling with his last name.
Are you giving him your guy stamp? Is that your
I'm
guy?
giving him my guy stamp right here. I have two players. He is one, and one more other one. He's one of my sleepers that I'm
Hmm.
giving my stamp to. He's number one, and number two, I got Kira Lewis. I was kind of talking to y'all about him before the show. Kira Lewis is he's recently become one of my favorites. Just doing my little studying of the draft, I just like his game a lot. I like what he could do. He kind of reminds me of like a better shooting De'Aaron Fox. So I like what he could bring. He's one. He was like I think he's the fastest player in the draft if I'm not mistaken, or he will be if they do testing. I think he's gonna be the fastest. But yeah,
Yeah,
I like him.
pretty
But
quick.
those are my two favorites.
Yeah, he's gonna be good, especially if the Suns get him. He's a point
Mm,
guard, a little bit on the shorter side, maybe like a little 6'2".
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he should. Yeah, CP3 see some stuff. I like obviously you everybody knows I am a ball brother fanatic. Um, LaMelo Ball is here. I remember these people remember when I was taught when LaMelo Ball was 6'4" in high school, yakking up full court shots, and everybody was talking about how trash he was gonna be, and I was just like, nah,
These are
he gonna be a
facts.
buck. And now everybody's saying he gonna be a buck, and I already knew. It's in
These
the
are
eyes.
facts.
LaMelo Ball, big 6'8" point guard. I love him.
You
Nothing
gotta
really
give
more to
credit
say.
what credit is due.
Yeah, yeah, y'all know. And then my second one, I like. It's a lot of players I like, but I'm just gonna go simple. I like Anthony Edwards, big guard. I think he can fit a lot of teams. He's in that cloth. Either he can be Donovan Mitchell or Victor Oladipo, or he can be Deion Waiters. So he's that type of cloth. Or he can be
Yeah.
great and be D Wade. You know, you never know. He's 6'5". He has the height over those players, and he's still that type of player. So if he can
Mhm.
just play defense, you know, a lot of these players don't really try on defense in college. They really don't got to. But if he can just use his athletic tools on the defensive end, he should be straight. I really like him.
All right. I just wanted to flip on the thing for Mike Schmitz and real quick say the players they got. We got supersized Trey Young for go out, and we got James Harden scoring instincts with Anthony Edwards. Oh no, we got super. No, them
Yeah, I'm
both
gonna say I ain't say
both for Corey.
Lamelo.
My
That
bad.
was yeah. Go ahead,
Supersized
say
Trey Young
Lamelo.
for Corey and scoring instincts for Harden. Then we got see now one of my favorite players. See now Okongo, we got Bam Adebayo defensively.
Mm-hmm.
He say though not the ball handling passer, offers similar defensive versatility. And then he ain't got down there to the other one, to Kira. But
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorites who's on this list is Tyrese Halliburton.
I like him too.
I really like his game, man. He don't rush himself. He plays above the rim just enough. You know what I'm saying? Uh, very nice passing ability. Kind of sees the whole floor. Accurate shooter, especially in spot up situations. You kind of hope that shot translate because that'll be big for his game. But my second player would be I just had my boy on this thing, Sadiq Bey. Now Sadiq Bey, it's just because I like Villanova people, just period. Mikael Bridges, uh, big man, big man that just went to the Warriors.
Amari.
Spellman,
Yeah, Amari Spellman.
like I just like Villanova people, period. And Sadiq Bey kind of reminds me of a bigger Rodney Hood. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he can be a bigger, better Rodney Hood,
Mm-hmm.
and that's gonna translate to the league. So they're
I
my two.
still have PTSD from Amari Spellman, bro. I still got PTSD from just hearing the fireworks. Boom, boom.
Nah, that's
That. Oh, that went dude.
nah,
That was
that's
the other big
what's his
man
name?
they had.
Chris Jenkins.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
dude just threw it up there.
Uh,
So all right, so who y'all two sleepers?
Get,
my sleeper. Oh, go ahead. You going?
hey, we can snake it back. Let's snake it back. My sleepers. One of them, Cole Anthony. MPJ theory. Number one player that just got slept on in the draft, and I just don't like it. I think he's gonna fall to a good team. That's going with a
But
good organization.
MPJ theory. I mean, MPJ was just
MPJ
good
but
when he
okay,
was
theory.
okay. My thing
shining.
with
MPJ
That's
theory.
so.
him is he a sleeper because he went from a top 5 to 10 prospect to the lottery? I don't think he falls
I
out the
mean,
lottery.
lottery. He like bottom 20s, man.
I
Like
don't know. I
he,
think
There's,
I think I
there's,
think
there is
someone gets
two
him in the
different.
lottery. I think someone gets him in the lottery.
I was saying MPJ was slept on because he's 6'10". Like, it's not that much he's really gonna have to do to be able to stay out there on the court. Like you see in the bubble, all he doing was rebounding, shooting, catching, shoot threes, maybe getting a little buck off the dribble. Cole Anthony is like 6'1", 6'2". So he's really gonna have to be a good point guard, skill wise. He's gonna have to figure out how to get his shot. So I don't know, man. You got me, Jarren. You think he gonna do it? I'm gonna have to see it.
MPJ thing.
But
And then my other one, pretty sure it's obvious. I compare my boy. I say he the big most space. Caleb Wesson. I don't care what nobody say, man.
all right.
Need you a big man whose shot gonna translate to today's game.
Where they got him at? They got him in the second round or something?
Yeah,
Second round, the
That's good for
dude
real.
Jonathan Wazovic just had him going to Brooklyn. It was like their last pick,
Okay.
and I mean he shot 80% in the drill. I mean it was only 23s, but he shot 80%, and that's
Yeah, shut up.
good. So
all right, Corey, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
My sleeper, I got a sleeper, Tyrese Maxey. He's one of my sleepers. A lot of people ain't talking about him. He's definitely behind a lot of great guards or whatever in this draft class. But you know, he's a Kentucky prospect. You really can't put nothing past a Kentucky prospect. That's really all I can say on that. Another one. Damn, oh my god. Well, he's not really a sleeper. He's still in the top prospects, but it really depends on who you're looking at. But I like Isaac Okoro really well. I really hope he goes to Atlanta to help out my boy Ice Trey in that backcourt.
what about DeAndre?
I mean, DeAndre's small.
Hunter?
Okoro's like a shooting guard.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I like Okoro. Hopefully he can get his offensive game going. Shout out to Ethan. I told you he wasn't gonna stay because Sharif Cooper was coming. He's gonna go make that money. And yeah.
All right, so I kind of broke the rules a little bit. I got 3 sleepers. I couldn't really chip off one.
Mm-hmm.
So the one I was telling y'all about before the show is Jalen Smith. This man averaged 18 and 10 in college, and he's projected top 20 to 20. Like last time I seen him was like 20 through like the end of the first round, which I think is crazy. He's like shooting. I think he was shooting 37% from the three. Like he's big who can play defense and stretch the floor very well. I think he obviously fits with the new criteria for centers in the NBA. So and he kind of can switch between that big 4 to small 5. He's like 6'9", 6'10", 6'8",
And he wear
like
goggles.
That. Yeah, I like him.
He really can be Miles Turner if he pops.
Yeah, I really like Jalen Smith.
His worst game was against Caleb West. Look it up.
Kareem? You said the next Kareem with the goggles?
Hey, might be. But my next 2 kind of go hand in hand a little bit. They're both shooters. I think the 2 best shooters in the draft. One Sam Merrill. He kind of reminds me of Tyler Hero a little bit. How he they used him literally how the Heat used Tyler Hero, coming off screens, shooting, literally like that. He's a spot up shooter.
Sam,
he can do all of it.
Big Sam.
Yeah, I like him. And then my other one is Tyrell Terry. I think he kind of fits that Trae Young more than LaMelo to me. I feel like he's more Trae Young than LaMelo. Hey, we ain't got time to argue that. We ain't got time to argue that. We ain't got time to argue that.
I'm gonna let you have no. If this is less than a minute, I gotta get this off my chest.
Okay,
he's not playmaking. He is not dribbling. He is just
he's shamming.
Hey, let us know if y'all want a live reaction to the draft or any reaction to the draft. It's been Thread the Needle. We got to get out of here.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, please.
Let us know. Show us love.
Your favorite player is getting locked up by Dort.
And that's what we
Danny, do your thing, dog.